We're going to look at the stores module now. On the Kula you have 10 store outputs. At the moment we're going to load in, you possibly could see this, so we've got nothing on 1 to 6 at the moment. We've got a few things on 7, 8, 9 and 10. Let's show you how easy it is to load. So let's go to load. I'm going to go to store here and select the store. So store 1, or we can select the store on the top of the row. So I'm going to go back into my load area and say, well, actually in store 1, which I'll put to line, I'm going to put in that. On store 2, I'll just put that to line. I'm going to load in that. On store 3, let's load in the flower. And on store 4, maybe we'll load in that. Now, we might want to load a key and a fill. You can see here on 4, it says 4CK. What that refers to is it's a clip with a key on it. The first thing to check and to set up is the coupling of those two. So we're going to load that into 5 and 6. But first of all, we need to go down the bottom here. So in store, all the way down the bottom, store setup. And we need to go into 5 and say we're going to couple 6 with it. So I'm just going coupling store, if I pop that up, is going to be 6. And you can see the key and the fill are 5 and 6. I can go back to bring me back there. And what I'm going to do is on 5, you can see 6 has got K store, so it's coupled. If I select this, you'll see how quick it takes to load. Once it's loaded, we're going to key it. So I'll just set up store 5 on key 1. Okay, so that's now loaded into the stores 5 and 6. I'm going to add key 1 on. I'll just put some source up. And you can see the animation running already. If I go down to the bottom, the play and edit area, so let's just stop that and rewind. If I take that off. So a normal play is just playing it like that, and it's going to stop at the end. We have an option to go loop, so it'll just play on a continuous loop and go round and round. On some cases you might want to do ping pong, so all that's going to do is play it forward, and then when it gets to the end it'll play it backwards. You can see that there. Okay. Now, another good one to look at is contents. So this is what's in all of my stores at the moment. 1 to 4, I've got some stills in it. 5 and 6 are a key and a fill. 7 and 8 are some stills. And actually 8 is a good one to have a look at. I'll just put that to line for you. So if we go to store 8 here, I'm going to go and just play that. Again, if I take the key off, you can see I'm able to control the position of where I want to be with my parameters on the right hand side here. In the store area, you will also want to grab some images or some keys and fills. So to do that, what we need to do is go store and then grab. It's the 4th one along on the bottom. In this area, you'll see various options for grabbing. So you got single frame, latching grab where you turn it on and off, or a grab where you just hold it and it will grab. Just point out, bottom right here is the cross point you're going to grab, so the source. So on this one, I might set that to 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put store 1 to line, and we're on store 1 here. I'm just going to grab a single frame. You see the guy's hands. If I do a latching grab, it turns itself on. So until I actually stop recording, that's it turning off. And if I do a grab and hold, so I'm holding my finger on the button, that's another way of doing some moving pictures. So we'll go back to the single grab. So let's just get a nice clean frame. Actually, let's just set that to something else. There, okay. So we got this, this output on our output. And what we're going to do is we're going to save it. So we have to go to the save area. And I'm just going to use the mouse to find a slot I want to put this in. If I go here, I select this to give it a name. Let's call it test 1. And then I hit save. Now, when you're recording stores, you'll be asked to record key and fill together, as in a flying key. One way of doing that, if we look here, is you got fill source, key source. At the moment, they're both set to 10. If I go in to CrossPoint 10 and I set the key source to 11 and I come back out to store, you can see now I've got fill source 10, key source 11. If I did a latching grab in an associated coupled key, and for example on this one it would be 5 and 6, then I would be able to record the key and the fill at the same time. Now you might also want to be able to import your key and fill clips from a USB stick. The best way to do this is with the mixer you'll also get Key Manager, which is a software which will convert your key and fills into the SWS software, and then what you'll need to do is import them into the mixer. So what you do is select Filing Systems, Import Export, Import, Stills and Audio, and then select your drive, select your actual clips, import them in, and then you can put them into your current project.